All right, as you guys can see, here is the Honeywell Touch V3. That is another Honeywell Touch V3. I have been using this. I've been carrying it around physically, this is my studio. As you can see, right? So this is my studio, and I needed another one because I was just carrying this from here to there, Kaam kar raha tha. But then not very practical thing to do. So I bought another one. And I'm going to make a video telling you about why you in general need to get an air purifier for yourself. And in specific, why you should probably consider the Honeywell AirTouch V3.
All right, so you guys have to forgive me for shooting with just one hand. I have to confess that I broke 2 of my tripods because I stepped on them. And I don't have a tripod. I have like a little 1 foot long tripod, which I didn't know where to place. So I am shooting this video one-handed, and I'm also using a phone holder, but I don't know how useful it is. So mostly this video is going to look not so good. But what you need to know, I will tell you through the audio. So you can look at the video, but most definitely focus on my voice. Now what happened is that since air purifiers have been around in the market for quite a long time, but mere saath kya hua that I was at my friend's place, friend in question being Mr. Kenny, okay, Emmanuel, and he's a guitar player. He recently moved to his house in Najafgarh, and he's been using this air purifier. I forget which brand, but I think 6 to 8 months ho gaye the, and he was just cleaning out the old filter, and he was taking it out, and he was showing me ki dekho isme kitni matti jami hui hai. And as soon as he hit it on his on the wall of his balcony, like a ton of mud and dust like came out of it, and I was so surprised that how can this little filter hold so much of it. And that is when I realized that, these air purifiers are not a gimmick. They're actually real and they actually do work. So in case you also had this misconception in your head that these air purifiers are just chonchlebazi and they don't actually work, they don't actually do anything wrong, incorrect, they do. Also, where he had placed his air purifier is a place where, it was quite closed. So there wasn't much movement of air, but still there was so much dust, and I was very, very surprised. Any which way, this is what, kind of triggered me into wanting to buy an air purifier. Now, once I had decided कि मुझे air purifier चाहिए, the next question was कि भाई कौन सा लेना है? Because if you go on Amazon and search, there's like so many of them which come across, right? I searched on YouTube also, but मुझे थोड़ा सा YouTube के जो reviews है वो थोड़े से partial लगे. Because there's just 1 or 2 or 3 brands that, these guys are promoting, and again, the same brands are getting mentioned, and all of them start with I think 15,000, 18,000, 22,000, go up to 33,000. And I don't know if 15,000 is a lot for you or not, but 15,000 is a lot for most people. Okay, for me also 15,000 is quite a lot of money, and I didn't want to just spend it on anything. Okay, and I wanted to do my research. So what I figured out was that there's a HEPA filter which is supposed to be there. There are carbon filters which are also doing a good job, and if it has a pre-filter, मतलब कम से कम अगर 3 filters हैं तो that's great. Even if there's a good HEPA filter which is a 13 or a 14 HEPA filter, then that is what is doing the majority of the job. Also, there are additional things like, internet connectivity, which I don't think I necessarily require because I'm not going to use it through the net. Okay, but I would like features like, say, an auto mode in which, in case it, senses there is air pollution, then it can just increase the speed. And when it realizes that acha kaam ho gaya and the air is clean, it can, slow down. Auto features like that. Also, some kind of a sensor which tells me if the air is really polluted, if it's better, or if it's great, right? So that is another thing that I required. This particular model is what I came across after a lot of research. And after having, gone and checked offline in the stores, I realized that, iska build quality theek hai. I physically looked at the filters and I checked it out, and it was a good experience. Only after that did I order it. All right. Now, why did I get this? I got this because, one, the price was quite cheap. The nearest one that I was considering was for about $14,900, and that was also like quite out of my range. I was not wanting to spend so much money. I wanted something a little more affordable, something I can try and see if it works out or how it goes, right? So this model, Honeywell V3 AirTouch is, no, I got it for 7,900, but now it's for 8,900. So approximately आप 8.9 या अगर 9,000 मोटा मोटा आप लेके चल सकते हैं, ठीक है? Also, why I bought it was because there is another issue with air purifiers is the availability and cost of the filter. Because आप purifier तो एक बार ले लोगे, but filter आपको according to your usage, you'll have to obviously keep, buying new ones after the one that comes with the purchase gets used up, right? So like how long do these filters last, right? So the filters last anywhere between 6 to 8 months and can go up to even 2 years depending on how often you use. So for example, if you are somebody who uses it in your workspace and you want the air there to be constantly clean, मतलब दिन रात आपको चाहिए कि वो चीज ऑन रहे वहां पे, तो आपका जो फिल्टर है वो 6 to 8 months तक चल जाएगा, ठीक है? If you are like me, like only when I'm in the room will I switch it on. Okay, if I'm sleeping, it'll be on. But as soon as I'm through with my sleep and I'm out and about, I'll switch it off. Okay, if I'm not there, it doesn't need to work. तो अगर आप मेरे जैसे यूज करेंगे तो आपका 1.5 से 2 से 2.5 साल भी चल सकता है. It is like tires, all right, or like a clutch plate. It depends on how you ride your motorcycle or your car or how often you use the clutch. It could get over in a few months, or it could even last you a year or more, depending on how you use it and how bad the air condition is in your area. There are these known brands, I won't name any. उनके जो air purifiers होते हैं वो around 2,500 से लेके 4,000 तक जाते हैं. This one, which is the compound pre-filter with HEPA 13 is what it's called. So basically it's got the HEPA filter and the pre-filter. Both of them combined come for about 1,676 rupees. This is the exact price that I'm looking at on Amazon right now and telling you. And of course the carbon filter comes for the same price, 1,679. All right. Also, if you keep cleaning your pre-filter, which comes attached with the HEPA filter, आपकी HEPA filter की life थोड़ी सी increase हो जाएगी. I have also heard nuskas and jugards, like if you have a good vacuum cleaner, then what you should do is you should not wait for your HEPA filter to get like completely drenched in dust, and say about every month you should just run your vacuum cleaner on top of it, and उससे उसकी life double भी हो जाती है. अब ये सारे जुगाड़ हैं, कितना सही है कितना नहीं है मुझे नहीं पता. Okay, but you can try them out if you are experimental in nature. I most definitely will. All right. So both the filters, the HEPA and the pre, and also the carbon filter, they both come with life of 3,000 hours. All right, 3,000 hours or a year, depending on the usage and the pollution levels. And again, it'll depend on how you use it. But my point being, even if you take 1,679 and multiply it by 2, so if you buy the carbon filter and the HEPA and pre-filters together, it costs you about 3,300, and I think it should at least last you for a year if you don't keep it on like 24/7. I think normally लोग 24/7 कुछ नहीं चलाते, ठीक है? जब उसकी जरूरत होती तभी उसको चलाते हैं, जब उस कमरे में होते हैं तभी चलाते हैं. It's not possible for you to 24 hours be in one room. So I think easily around a year. And I think अगर आप एक साल में 3,300 रुपए खर्च कर रहे हो अपनी हेल्थ पे, अपने lungs पे, on the air that you are breathing, which is as important, by the way, as the water that you drink. And if you're preventing, all kinds of lung-related diseases and breath-related diseases and lack of oxygen-related diseases, by just spending that amount of money in a year, then it's fantastic. I think it's great value for money. And that is the reason why I chose this Honeywell AirTouch V3 Air Purifier. See, I don't know if you guys believe in this or not, but I believe that since, the whole COVID vaccination thing happened, after that, a lot of us have reduced immunity. People are just like, dying off for no damn reason. People are getting cancer. People are falling ill. just बैठे बैठे लोग मर रहे हैं यार, and this is a very very common thing, and I know there must be at least a few people in your circle. So basic things like water filtration, air filtration, your health and safety and comfort are things which are not luxuries now anymore. These are things which are very 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 important. And I'm quite surprised, why for the longest time I didn't buy one. I think that, that moment when I saw Kenny dusting that, filter of the air purifier was the moment for me when I realized. But I don't want you to wait for something like that to happen, because it might be too late. All right. Of course, this is something that I personally bought. I liked, and I'm sharing with you, and I want you to buy. But it's not necessary that you have to buy this one only. You can buy any air purifier which fits into your budget or whatever. I thought this was one of the cheapest ones, and it has all the filters and it works, and I personally am using it. So I know that it's great. But any which way, even if you don't like this one, get anything that you can get your hands on, because the important part is not the air purifier. The important part is that you understand what it is and how important it is, and you get yourself one. I'm sharing my Amazon associate link with you. If you buy the product through this link, then the price doesn't change for you at all. आपको same price पे मिलता है जो Amazon पे है, but I get a little bit of something from Amazon, which helps me continue making these review videos and sharing products that I genuinely believe in. All right. So if you like this video and if you find it useful, then please do use the Amazon link given below to purchase the product. Also like and subscribe and share this with your friends. अगर किसी के काम आ जाता है तो बहुत अच्छी बात होगी. Till my next video, guys, I'll take your leave. Breathe easy, breathe safe, and be good. Ta-da!
I'm gonna open this room, which opens up the. Oh, damn. Okay. So there's a huge garden over there. But of course, this is Delhi, so all kinds of air is going to come in. And I'm going to switch on the fans so that there is some ventilation happening. And green basically means that it's clean right now, okay? As you can see, it's become yellow. And in a little bit, it'll become red. Because right now, this thing, which is the sensor, is sensing the fact that there is some outside air coming in. And of course, the outside air will have some amount of pollution in it, or some amount of dust particles, or whatever you want to call it. And this is also how you use it. So basically just open up the door or the window, let some fresh air come in, so-called fresh air, because it'll have some pollution, but it'll have oxygen as well, right? And then once you feel that enough of the outside air has come in, then you can switch it off. Sorry, you can close the door or your windows, and then you switch it on. Because ये जो air purifier है पूरी दुनिया की air clean नहीं कर सकता, ये सिर्फ आपके room की air clean कर सकता है. Okay? So I think I'm going to wait till it becomes red. It is detecting that it's kind of polluted, but not that polluted. See? So now it's saying it's pretty polluted. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to wait for a little while more. Yeah, so now it's switching between kind of polluted and dirty. तो अभी बाहर की अच्छे से I think अंदर आ गई है हवा. So I'm going to switch off my fans. Okay, as you can hear, now gone on red and yellow के बीच में oscillate कर रहा है. So now it's on yellow. So it'll take around 7 to 8 minutes, and after that it'll come back to green. Okay, so 7 to 8 minutes is what it takes to kind of refresh the whole room's air. How big is it? Well, yeah, see, it's gone red again. So this is my knee. So it's just a little shorter than that. Maybe, I don't know, man. A feet and a half wide and maybe 2.5 feet tall. That is a heater, so you can kind of like measure it. This is a regular sized chair. So it's not that small, it's not that big. It's alright. You can just keep it in the corner of your room and it'll work.